Hello everyone, my name is T Hunter. If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back and thank you so much for coming back. So before I get started in today's video, I do want to apologize if you hear any construction noise. We do have some construction going on around. And if you hear some jingle jangle, it's my earrings. It is what it is. I couldn't find my other silver hoop, so gold jingle jangle it is for today. So for today's topic, I wanted to talk about the cost of proving someone wrong. Now, I think that it is good to have a challenge, and it can even be encouraging if you, okay, let me back up. So there's good stress and then there's bad stress. Good stress can, put just the right amount of pressure on me as far as deadlines. So as most of you know by now, I upload one video a week. Definitely want to increase to more. Not sure exactly when that will happen, but I know that my upload day is Tuesday. So good stress is, okay, let's start figuring out what we want to talk about in the next video. Let's start thinking about, are we going to do a voiceover? If so, are we going to use B-roll footage? If not, if we're going to film ourselves, like how do we want to wear our hair? Are we going to be sitting on the couch, or are we going to be sitting, my typical background over here? So that's good stress. But bad stress would be overanalyzing things to the point that maybe I'm losing sleep, I'm mentally and emotionally drained, and I'm just not in the right headspace to film the type of content that I would like to share. So when it comes to proving someone wrong, that can definitely put us in a pretty negative headspace at times. So today I wanted to talk about just a few things because I feel like this list can go on and on and on. So when you try to prove someone wrong, there are 4 things that you might lose, or this would be the cost. Number 1 is time. For this particular concept, I wanted to focus on romantic relationships. If this has never happened to you, thank God. But I feel like we either know someone personally, or we can know people from a distance, like celebrities who have been in relationships where they were doomed from the start, or people would speak against them saying, oh, that relationship will never last. If they were to get married, they're going to get a divorce. They don't seem good together. They just seem toxic, and on and on. So I want to use the example of the late Whitney Houston. After she and her ex-husband, Bobby Brown, were divorced, she did an interview, and I don't remember all of the details, but I do recall her saying something along the lines of, people pretty much spoke against their marriage and spoke against their relationship and their love for each other. People stated that it wouldn't work, it wouldn't last, and her stance was, this is the man that I love, this is the man that I want to be with, this is the man that I'm going to marry and be with for the rest of my life. So I'm going to make this work. And all of the naysayers, I'm going to prove them wrong. Unfortunately, before her death, they did end up getting a divorce. And so the time that they invested, all of the years that they were married to each other, dating all of the time, all of it, that's time that they could not get back. So I want to encourage you, the next time that you are tempted to prove someone wrong when they speak against your relationship, think about that cost of time. That's time that you will not be able to get back. And I'm not speaking against relationships. I'm not speaking against marriage at all. What I'm saying is you can want to do the right thing at the wrong time or with the wrong person. And because that foundation isn't correct, it's not going to last. So in trying to prove someone wrong, you're going to lose time. Okay. Number 2 would be energy. This can be physical, this can be mental, it can be emotional energy, all of the energies. So Let's go with the example of a profession. So let's say there's a young man who wants to go into sports, whether it be NBA, NFL, whatever, you choose. And someone sees him practicing or sees him playing in a game at like his local middle school or high school, whatever. And he finds out that someone says, he's got a little bit of potential, but I don't think that he would ever make it to a professional league. And so then this young man internalizes that message and he's determined to prove that person wrong. So now he has to invest a lot of energy. There's going to be a lot of practice. There's going to be a lot of conditioning. There's going to be a lot of time and concentration that's going to go into him trying to achieve this profession, as well as, the physical energy that it's going to take in order to be a professional athlete. You have to be physically disciplined to do that. So as far as the emotional and the mental energy, there could always be times, days, weeks, months, whatever, where you can have, or he could have that moment of, this is much harder than I thought it would be. And perhaps today I feel like giving up. But because so-and-so said that I would never make it to the professional league, I have to keep pushing myself. And so they're expending a lot of energy, and there's going to come a time where he's going to have to make that choice of, am I going to continue pursuing this profession that is taking and requiring energy for me to prove this person wrong? Or am I going to pursue my purpose in whatever field that is, however that looks, and be satisfied and be content and be pleased with the choices that I'm going to make and who I'm going to be, not resting and relying on what someone else thinks or says of me. So yeah, trying to prove someone wrong will cost you a grip of energy. Number 3, peace of mind. Oh, this is so valuable. I cannot begin to, or even count the number of times that I have forfeited my own peace of mind because I wanted to prove someone wrong if they said I could not do something. Losing peace of mind can look like a lot of different things. It can look like losing sleep at night, losing weight or gaining weight. It's very costly when you lose peace of mind because no matter what it is that I may be trying to do, if I don't have peace of mind in what I'm doing, it's going to show up in any profession, any hobby, whatever it is that you put your hands to. Your state of mind is going to be attached to that. So right now, I am at home with my daughter. But even the times that I have an opportunity to share my experiences as far as my work in marriage and family therapy, my mindset has to be healthy, because if it is not, I can run the risk of not only hurting other people, but I could also hurt myself because I'm not in the right headspace in order to be trying to help someone, trying to pour life into them and trying to encourage them. I have to first be rooted in peace. And in trying to prove someone wrong, there's always a possibility that I'm going to lose peace of mind because I'm going to be spending time, I'm going to be spending energy, and then wondering in the back of my mind, okay, have I made it to the place that they said that I would not be? Because I don't think I can rest until I do. She agrees. Okay, number 4, last one, identity. So when you are trying to prove someone wrong, sometimes I feel like there are people who go full throttle towards whatever this end goal is. So someone says, oh, they're smart, but they'll never be a doctor. Or, oh, they're pretty, but they'll never be a model. Or, oh, they're very innovative, but they could never own their own business. And they'll go full throttle towards that end goal to prove that person wrong. But the sad part is when you are so focused on proving someone wrong Sometimes you might chase after things that you don't even necessarily value, things that you don't want, things that you've never even really considered until someone said you couldn't do it or you couldn't have it. So then you become the person where, okay, well, don't tell so-and-so that they can't do XYZ because they're going to pretty much commit their entire life to doing XYZ. Even though, before it was mentioned, they might not have shown an interest, a passion, even a curiosity about whatever XYZ was. So when you're trying your hardest to prove someone wrong, you can forfeit the identity that God wants you to have, and you become known as the person who just wants to prove everybody wrong. So it's like, please do not start with them, because they're not going to let up until they prove you wrong, no matter the cost. In this case, time, energy, peace of mind, and then ultimately their identity. You become known as that person. All right, well, Mr. Prove Them Wrong is here. Miss Prove Them Wrong, she's in full effect. So those are just 4 things that you might lose when you're trying to prove someone wrong: time, energy, peace of mind, and your overall identity. But let me know in the comments if you can think of any other things that you may stand to lose if you decide to pursue the path of trying to prove someone wrong. That is all that I have to say for today. If you have enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a post. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.